That's why I named my brand Shades of Photography, because I literally shoot everything. When I started, I was shooting stones, birds, people, houses, cars, like everything that comes my way, and I could post it. There are loads and loads and loads of creative people out there. So we're all serious here, trying to put our work out there. So it becomes a game of luck now, not a game of who can do it or who can't.
Hey, yo, beautiful humans, and welcome back to Creative Ones on Anqor Podcast. And I remain your host, Chineme Prince. Today, I have the man of photography himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Shades of Photography.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, my guy. When did you start photography? How long has it been?
Honestly, I started photography in 2016, precisely. Almost professionally 2016. I'm saying almost professionally because before that, I've been handling the camera for a couple of friends in the music industry back in Nigeria then. I had a couple of friends that were artists and I always tried to like shoot the behind the scenes for them, just not even knowing what I was doing, but I got the right opportunity to actually do photography in 2016. And ever since then, I've been loving it.
I'll just go back a little bit because I heard you say music industry because I know you've done music. Music has been a part of your life. So talk to me about your whole musical journey before we even go into the whole photography of it all.
Making music for me started back in uni. When I was in the university, I was one of those guys who tried to use the Fruity Loop 7 to do production at some point very early in the career. But then I started liking music and I started, recording myself, going to the studio with a couple of friends, It was a group thing, school, here and there. We were supposed to be in class, but we'll go to studio, try to make something. My first photo shoot also, the first time I ever sat in front of a camera was for a music cover of mine, back then in school. So music for me, it was a dream. It was something I really loved. I felt like it was gonna work. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna make this music happen. But
Yeah.
eventually, like I said, I think I woke up. I was around my friends who had the money to make music that I didn't have. And I was always supporting them, with the mindset of, it's my guy now. If my guy blows, I've blown. Then we'll all go, but things don't work like that. So eventually I figured I need a source of income. And then when I have money, I can probably use it to boost or pursue my, dreams.
Yeah.
So I just drifted away from music.
What kind of photography do you do specifically?
All kinds of photography.
Okay.
I keep saying this. And just so you know, that's where the name of my brand came from.
Okay.
Back in 2016. Because for me, learning photography, like I said, I left a dream for another dream. So when I started learning photography properly, I was just shooting.
Okay.
And I was shooting basically everything. My aim was I want to handle a camera and know that once I shoot something, it comes out dope. That was my aim. So I didn't have a particular niche. That's why I named my brand Shades of Photography, because I literally shoot everything. When I started, I was shooting stones, birds, people, houses, cars, like everything that comes my way, and I could post it.
Yeah.
If I have opportunity to do food photography right now, I'm gonna do it without looking back. If I have opportunity to do real estate, I'm gonna do it. If I have opportunity to do fashion, I'm gonna do it. I do have my favorites.
Okay.
I shoot basically everything from portraits, fashion, events, lifestyle, real estate, you name it.
Which has been challenging, really.
Of course, it's been extremely challenging, to be honest. Judging from someone who has done photography, I've been doing it since 2016, doesn't mean I was doing it continuously or consistently. So on the journey, I learned the value of consistency.
Okay.
So it means I had failed a lot of times. And why did I fail? Because the challenge hit me and I couldn't stand the test of the challenge. Photography is expensive because the more you grow, the more expenses you get. So it has been challenging on that part because you need some certain things to get some certain things done. So that is a challenge. Aside from that, the competition, like there are loads and loads and loads of creative people out there. So we're all serious here, trying to put our work out there. So it becomes a game of luck now, not a game of who can do it or who can't.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You get what I'm
I can. I
saying?
can. I can. I can
So
see
we're
that.
all
Yeah.
putting our work out there,
Yeah.
like, yo, see, I can do this. And the next person is like, oh, I can do this. And the next person is like, I can't. So you just you need to wake up every day and show up. And that way you will definitely get lucky.
What's your experience been working with other photographers or just other artists? And were they challenging and creative differences? If they were, how were you able to navigate that?
To be honest, I think there's barely anything that doesn't have a challenge in it. You just need to navigate your way and know how it works. The moment you know how it works, then you can always repeat it.
Mm,
Like somebody told me, a friend of mine told me, oh, you were doing something and it worked, do it again. So basically, working with other creatives, there are some challenges to it when you meet people and they don't really understand your goal.
mm,
They just do what they want to do or what pleases them.
okay.
So yes, like you said, some photographers are loners. Yes, I'd rather do something in a way I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to achieve what I'm meant to achieve, without being stressed or without thinking too much or thinking how we're going to do it. Or if
Yeah.
you're not understanding where I'm going, I'd rather let you be and
Yeah.
try to make it work on my own,
True that.
other than try to explain to you, you tell me you get it and we're on the set and you don't actually get it,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I'm feeling some type of way.
Shit.
So if you come for a collaboration, bring your ideas. If it's something we can work on, of course we will collaborate.
Mm,
If it's something that resonates with me,
yeah.
we will collaborate. If
Mm,
it's something that resonates with my idea, if it's an idea that I buy, of course we will
yeah.
collaborate. I know it's key, but it's not meant to be one-sided. It's a collaboration for a reason.
Okay.
And there has to be a reason. If there's no reason, then it's useless.
Okay.
So for me, in most cases, when I collaborate, it's either I'm trying to learn something new, I'm trying to learn a new light setup, I'm trying to learn what I'm doing, or I'm trying to just create.
Okay.
So instead of me to go and use my client to test run, I would use a collaboration to test run. That way, what are you gaining as a model? You're getting pictures for your portfolio. What am I gaining? I get to learn one or two things, and I know I can practice it out later or use it on my gigs. As a hairstylist, what are you gaining? You're also going to publicize yourself, use the content for your brand,
Yeah.
which is very essential now.
True.
Putting out work, putting out what you do so people can see, so they can reach out to you.
Mm,
So everybody has to gain something.
true.
So once the collaboration is one-sided, once I'm shooting and I know I'm not going to use this thing or it has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now or it doesn't resonate with me, then why do it?
Mm. So what I've seen like for collaborations is really just about good communication, being able to sit down with the person and like iron everything out. This is what we are getting from this and what we're not getting from this and what we need from each other. I think that helps and goes a long way in to
Exactly.
make a good collaborative effort. Who are the artists and photographers that inspire your work? Are there any?
Somebody that inspired me and still inspires me till date. His name is Shutterwave.
Mm,
We call him Shutterwave Photography. His name is actually Tunde. He happens to be a boss, a friend, a brother, a mentor, stuff like that. So why does he inspire me? I started photography just standing behind him. He's a very big wedding photographer in Nigeria now, and he inspires me a lot. He got my first camera, the one I'm using right now. He has inspired my journey. He took me to my first fashion show in Nigeria, GT Fashion Week.
mm,
I shot the first wedding I ever shot alongside this guy. So there are so many reasons
yeah,
why this guy is an inspiration.
yeah.
Another person that is an inspiration to me is Amadiobi,
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Keshama Diobi,
Kelechi Amadiobi.
that's a good
Why?
one.
I shot beside him for Anakin event back in Nigeria.
Mm,
He had a setup just like this. So these were the things that I saw that were making me to say, oh, I can actually get lights and do this. I can
yeah.
actually get lights and do that. So Kelechi Amadiobi is an OG in photography, and he has inspired me a lot. And I
Mm,
happen to have met him. The likes of Emmanuel Oyeleke, the likes of Kelechi Amadiobi. In the foreign world, Peter McCannon is everybody's inspiration
mm,
because of his energy, the way he goes
mm,
about his work, you know. So there are tons and tons and tons of people like that
mm,
that has inspired my journey. But mostly people that are close to me. There's one person I really, really need to mention, to be honest, who is one major inspiration. I'm not going to say too much,
mm.
but there's a lady, her name is Tiana.
Okay.
This lady happens to be someone who actually gave me a platform to be able to understand what fashion is before I even understand what fashion photography is.
Mm.
So Tiana Styling. She's someone who has a fashion house in Nigeria.
Mm.
And that was where I started shooting professionally.
Tiana Palace something. Tiana's Place, yeah.
Empire was where I
Yeah.
started, shooting fashion. She challenged me because, to be honest, I don't think I was supposed to be in that space at that time.
Mm.
I wasn't a pro. I literally just started. And when she brings somebody and be like, oh, I want to shoot this, can you? Of course I can. I always say yes to everything. And even when I feel like I can't, she'll be like, okay, don't worry. This person will shoot it, and I'll be left to shoot it. So those are loads and loads and loads of inspirational people that have passed through.
It's always good to remember those that helped us on our journey,
You get
which is inspiring. As we're rounding up, there's a question I always ask everyone, obviously. The best advice you've ever gotten. And the second part of that question is, what's the advice you give to someone who wants to start photography?
you're on your own.
Hmm. Okay.
You're on your own. Like nobody owes you shit.
True that.
That's something that it took me a while to understand. Like literally, nobody owes you anything. You need to just wake up and
Mm.
show up.
Mm.
Not for the people, not for the community, not for the environment. Wake up and show up for yourself.
Mm.
You want people to show up for you, show up for yourself.
Okay.
So this person literally told me, yo, bro, we're close. Is my brother actually,
Mm.
my blood brother. And it was like, yes, I know, but I don't owe you shit. And nobody owes you shit.
That's sound advice. I'm not gonna lie.
You understand what I'm saying? You get where I'm
That's
coming from.
sound
And it took
advice.
me a
Yeah.
long time to understand exactly what he meant. Like,
Yeah.
okay, literally, nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
You get me? And what will I advise creatives who are trying to do photography? Like Nike, just do
do
it.
it. Let's just, we're going to end it on that. There's nothing, you don't need to say anything else again.
Like
Just do
Nike,
it.
just do it.
Man.
It came to your mind for a reason. It's found you for a reason. It's an
Yeah.
idea. It came to you for a reason. Procrastination is the killer of dreams. Just wake up, show up, do it.
Yes,
Do it
sir.
small, do it scared, do it frightened, but do it.
Thank you once more, man.
Thank you so much.
And that's it, folks. So till next time, peace out.